Hey, you need protection. Everyone does.
I've got a few minutes.
Esqueceu, Sônica? Toda vez que eu ia no New Vegas, quando eu ia vender minhas coisas, eu falia todos os... Pera aí, eu quero dinheiro. Esqueceu que eu falia todos os negociantes de New Vegas, quando eu pegava pra vender? E ainda tinha que guardar coisa no baú?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Just don't call it junk.
Peraí, se não me engano, essa mulher não tem coisa que é bom pra mim, não. Vou pegar esses grampos de cabelo dela. Ah, ela tem munição também. Aqui, 10mm. Escopeta. Cartucho de plasma. Eita, cartucho de plasma é caro. Deixa eu empurrar mais umas coisas nela. Da radiação. Deixa eu vender todos os bagulho com radiação aqui. Deixa eu ver, a munição de mais o que eu pego dela, hein? Míssel? Tadinha da mulher, vai ficar sem dinheiro. Pronto. Agora, pera aí, deixa eu descobrir bem onde que é aqui. É no instituto. Sacanagem que o cachorro não pode entrar no instituto, né? Eu tenho que deixar o cachorro vagando por aí até eu voltar. Noite não vou jogar ele, porque tô jogando Crypto MK Mobile. Quero ver se compro o rating do Injustice 2. Na verdade, essa noite eu vou tentar pegar o Gold no Crossbow pra... Quer dizer, você vai jogar hoje à noite, ou Cynthia?
O quê?
O Fortnite?
Hoje à noite não.
Ah, então eu vou pegar Gold no Crossbow. Na conta do Felipe. Amanhã eu faço torneio na minha conta e à tarde sei lá o que eu faço. A ideia era conseguir zerar esse jogo aqui, né? Mas não sei se um dia eu vou zerar esse jogo. O jogo tá grande demais. Já até tô perdendo as esperanças de um dia zerar esse jogo.
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.
É, essa não é a última missão. A Sônica me iludiu. E aí, Sônica, qual foi? Tá me iludindo agora, é? Essa não era a última missão, cara.
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you? Unit X688 speaks.
Eita, era no andar de baixo.
No more than sounds like those raiders at Libertalia didn't quite a handful.
You're sticking to the regimen we agreed upon.
Tinha uma coisa aqui. Inventário. Ah, voltei por 159 quilos.
Yes, Master, I'm taking all my little pills.
I see.
Tô leve, hein?
Have you been getting extra rest?
Are there many more of these questions?
Interesting.
Yes, thank you, Doctor. I think that will be all for now.
But I haven't quite finished.
I believe we're done now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I understand mass fusion was a success, despite interference from the Brotherhood of Steel.
Está feito.
We handled them just fine.
That's what Dr. Fillmore reported. I'm quite pleased at the results. Would have been a terrible setback to lose that technology to those savages. The Brotherhood's intervention must be placed in a larger context, however, given their penchant for hoarding technology. Future conflict with them is guaranteed. We are, after all, keepers of the most advanced technology in the Commonwealth, if not beyond. It also cannot go unnoticed that there were concerns within the Institute about your allegiances.
Faz sentido.
I, of course, never doubted your commitment to our cause.
Você então vai passar essa parte fácil, né? Já que está nível 200 que você falou ontem.
You've put some others at ease. I'm proud of you.
Você tá tentando fazer o quê? Fechar a árvore de talentos inteira, ou Sonic?
And we must focus on the present. And look at me. Rambling on like the old man I am. I'm wasting time.
Cara, é totalmente intancável, mano. Nosso filho é mais velho que a gente e a gente chama ele de pai. Esse jogo tá errado, mano.
I only just got back. Now what?
I understand, but we have a problem. This situation is something of your creation.
Como é que é?
However, unintentional.
Meu sobrinho, sem gritar, que pedindo pra não
tá.
gritar. Henrique.
I've risked myself repeatedly for
Eu já falei, colocar a cabeça de qualquer criança numa privada da descarga resolve muita coisa.
Calm down. Let me explain.
Ou traumatiza de vez, ou ele acha engraçado.
Invite someone from the Commonwealth to join the Institute. Apparently there was some miscommunication. And this
Tentei fazer isso uma vez com o sobrinho do meu amigo e ele começou a dar risada, mano. Eu não aguentei. Tive que soltar o moleque.
My understanding is that no shots have been fired. I would like it to stay that way. I need you to go there and speak to your Minutemen gathered outside. Insist that they stand down at once. Dr. Thompson is on site, and he will be your primary contact. I know you can resolve this situation, but it is of paramount importance that this special individual be brought to the Institute immediately.
They'll listen to me. I'll figure something out. You can consider this handled.
Believe me, already do.
Ah, esse jogo tá muito errado. A gente tá trabalhando pro nosso próprio filho. E ainda virou capacho do próprio filho. O jogo tá muito errado, cara. Tá vendo? Isso que dá ficar congelado, mano. Se fica congelado, o seu filho cresce, se torna o seu patrão. Você ainda é obrigado a chamar ele de pai. Cara, tem que rir de um bagulho desse, mano. Doravaclac, sei nem quem é, mano. Sai fora.
If you're looking to trade, then let's make a deal.
Huh?
What's going on here?
You're an unexpected surprise. We could use the backup. These Institute bastards aren't getting away. They'll have to go through us to get out of there. We don't know quite what we're up against, but it's good you're here to help. How did you hear about this?
E lá o cachorro arrumou um brinquedo.
I'm not sure you know what's going on here. This situation is complicated.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on. These assholes think they can kidnap whoever they want, whenever they want. Well, not today. Not while we're here. So, how do you want to play this? We thought about trying to lure them out here, since it'd be easier to kill them. But then we realized we probably ought to storm the place, to make sure they can't disappear on us. That makes sense, right? So, you want to lead the charge?
No one is going to do anything. Tell your men to stand down.
I don't... Are you kidding me? If we don't do something now, they're gonna take that poor guy wherever it is they go. And we'll have failed. Again. Are you gonna order the attack or not?
I'm giving you an order, soldier.
Maybe you don't understand. This ain't the military. And I don't have to take orders from you. Why are you so against this? You do know which side you're on, don't you?
You sure you're willing to risk being wrong about this?
Look, I just want people to be safe, you know? I don't want anyone else dying or getting kidnapped or whatever. We won't start shooting or nothing. But you better get in there and make sure you're right.
Bom, já tô no lucro, né? Consegui não matar o cara logo de cara. Ah, sério que vou ter que abrir a propriedade? Que coisa, hein? Cara, eu tô vendo que os caras vão me fazer é de capacha. Os caras vão querer que eu faça todos os cantos ali. Ué, sintético.
Oh, thank God you're here. I was starting to worry we might not make it out of this mess.
Você está salvo.
Everything's taken care of. You're safe.
Good, good. It was bad enough that Wallace started giving us trouble, but then he called in those savages.
Those are good men out there. You have no right to insult them like that.
Those good men of yours wanted to kill me. Forgive me for not thinking terribly highly of them. Can we just get on with this, please? I know he's potentially important to Phase 3 and all, but I'm not sure it's worth putting ourselves in harm's way.
If he's really important to the Institute, then it's worth it.
You're right, I suppose. I know they've been keeping an eye on him for years. Not sure how they originally found him, but probably don't want to know. But once they realized how smart he was and what an asset he could be for Phase 3, they watched pretty closely. I think they even fed him scientific material from time to time to see how good he was, you know, testing him, to see if he was Institute material. Let's just get Wallace and get out of here.
No argument from me. Let's go.
Right. There's just, well, there's a slight problem with that. He doesn't want to go with us. I was thinking, maybe you could try and talk to him.
No problem. I'm sure I can get him to see reason.
I hope so. We really need him.
Cadê esse maluco? Ele tá lá em cima?
Mr. Wallace, I'm here to talk to you.
You're another one of them, aren't you? Are you a robot?
Please, try and relax. I know this is an unusual situation.
No! You're here to kidnap me. That's what you people do, isn't it? If you even are people. I've heard all the stories. I know exactly what happens to people when the Institute shows up. Well, it's not happening to me.
Hey, just calm down, okay? I just want to talk to you.
Fine, fine. What do you want from me?
It's important, and it'll benefit you. Just trust me.
You can't just barge in here and insist that I'm not even sure what. Please, tell me something about what's going on.
The Institute has an engineering problem that your scientific expertise could help solve. In exchange for helping us out, you'd be granted access to the most advanced research facility imaginable. Whatever research you wanted to perform, anything, it's possible there. I promise. You'd be safe and secure in a way that's completely impossible anywhere else.
Think about your future, Wallace. This is a way to secure it.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Okay, fine. I'll go.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director. Thanks. I mean, thanks for the assist.
Tá quieto.
Hey, I'm here to
Eu
help.
tô lendo aqui os diálogos aqui.
You're welcome.
I really mean it. I owe you one. I'll see you back in the Institute.
Sua obrigação. Acho que eu perdi o rumo da história. Né? Ah, ganhei um pontinho de habilidade.
No use.
Tá, agora eu pego o ponto de quê aqui, velho? Antissocial, louco por time. Não, peraí. Atividade. Estranho misterioso, cão de ataque. Resistente a narcos. Ferreiro, atirador pesado. Graças a muita prática e disciplina, armas pesadas causam 20% mais de dano. Não! Putz. Agora já foi. Ativando, fale com o pai. Cara, é simples assim, eu vim aqui pra ter 3 linhas de diálogo. Ai, como eu amo esses jogos que trollam dessa forma, viu? Entrei numa casa, enfrentei 2 load pra ter 3 minutos de diálogo. Que coisa, hein? Ai, que coisa. Olha só, eu poderia ter invadido a casa pelo segundo andar o tempo inteiro. Não, peraí, mapa. Ai, ai. Mano, esse jogo tem muito loot, cara. Loot pra tudo. E essas missões é obrigado a ter loot, é que tem que sair e entrar dos lugares.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Peraí, ele tá aqui em cima.
I apologize for any disruptions that my work might cause you.
Ah, there you are. I cannot express how pleased I am. Our new guest is familiarizing himself with his surroundings. Yet he's already pointed out several inefficiencies in our methods. With his help, Phase 3 will be ready in no time. And it's all thanks to you.
I'm proud to help the Institute. Here's hoping it all pays off.
At this point, there is no doubt. It will succeed, and very shortly. There is one more part for you to play, and I think you might enjoy it. It is time to announce our presence to the Commonwealth, to request that they do not interfere with our plans. You should be the one to do it.
That's a good idea. Hopefully we can prevent violence and save some lives.
Yes, that is one goal. And if you are to be the new director of the Institute, you should be the one to do it. We've prepared some remarks for you to record. Once you're finished, we'll broadcast them to the entire Commonwealth.
Cara, não sei porquê, mas eu tô imaginando essa missão, velho. Eu descendo a escadaria do Diamond City atirando em todo mundo. Grave um discurso. Como é que eu gravo um discurso? Ah, agora que eu vou usar o microfone.
For years now, you have suspected that the Institute still exists. That we are among you. It is true. But it is not the whole truth. We're here. And we are here to help. Our superior technology represents the future of the Commonwealth. Today, we activate our nuclear reactor,
Cara, dá área pra fazer um
ensuring
discurso
that we will
tirando aqui.
persevere long after the world above ground ceases to exist. Ensuring that mankind has a future. We have no desire to interfere in the unimportant details of your
Olha lá, existências patéticas.
personal freedoms. We simply insist that you do not interfere with Institute operations. To do so would result in...
Olha lá, sua aniquilação. Caralho, dá pra ser um total tirano aqui, mano.
Tragedy for all involved. Rest easy. Know that the future is...
Está fora do seu controle. Caralho, está garantido.
looking bright. And that mankind will thrive under our guidance.
Well, that was...
Cara, eu devia ter gravado um discurso tirano pra ver como é que
Perhaps not
seria.
what we originally intended, but it will certainly get your point across. Now it's time to make sure that everyone hears it. How would you feel about making a little trip to
Olha lá que eu
Diamond
falei. Ar fresco.
I could use some fresh air.
A quaint phrase, though I'm afraid the air there is anything but fresh. The radio station in Diamond City is listened to by many in the Commonwealth. If we'd like the people to hear what we have to say, It's the best way to reach them. Before we preempt their broadcasts, we need to ensure it reaches the maximum range
uma
possible.
outra missão.
I've been assured that the necessary parts are on site. You'll just need to install them to boost the broadcasting power. Report back when you're done. We should be ready by then.
Ah, já sei. Eu tenho que matar gente em Diamond City, que eu duvido que os caras deixam eu entrar lá de boa. Sem ter que matar alguém. Cara, sério, eu imaginaria se eu tivesse feito o discurso tirando. Provavelmente eu ia descer essa escadaria aqui matando todo mundo, velho. Essa escadaria de Diamond City. Seria interessante fazer essa missão. Provavelmente não ia chegar no final da escadaria vivo, né? Mas seria bem interessante.
Yes?
Yes?
Oh, hi there.
Ah, o cara tá aqui. Pera aí. Tem que mexer de encaixe equipamento do rádio ativar.
I'll need to find those radio parts.
This radio station, well, you'll notice there aren't any other ones. So,
O cara falou e não falou, velho.
No wonder it isn't broadcasting at full power.
I don't, okay.
Ih, cara, como é que eu vou saber qual é qual aqui?
Usually,
Let's try this. Maybe this goes here?
This is why.
Tá, esse daqui deve ser o tubo.
In you go.
E esse daqui os botões. Deixa eu ver botões.
Don't break my stuff if you don't.
E seletores.
If you don't mind.
Sério, eu vim aqui só pra fazer esse puzzle. Aí eu tenho que voltar. Tá de sacanagem, tem o que aqui? Pô, cachorrinho, dá uma licencinha aí. Né, disse tudo e não falou nada. O cara mais gaguejou que tudo, velho. Cara, eu fico imaginando uma pessoa que já fez todas as missões do jogo zerando esse jogo. Deve ser a coisa mais tediosa do mundo. Tipo, vai pra um lugar, dá um download pra chegar no lugar, download pra entrar numa casa, tem um diálogo de menos de 3 minutos, download pra sair da casa, download pra chegar no instituto. E fica nessa brincadeira eternamente.
Father has done remarkable things. I would not exist were it not for him.
Aí, ó, cheguei no instituto, voltei outro load. Pra que tanto load, velho? Eu tô começando a ficar irritado com isso, mano, que eu não gosto de load, velho. Ah, nem fudendo. Outro load. Cara, eu acho que em 1 minuto eu fiz 5 load aqui já. Pra que tudo isso, cara? Pra que, velho? Os caras é tecnológico, cara. Os caras não podem pegar um celular e fazer uma ligação, não, já que a ideia é só falar com o cara. Tem que ir até o cara mesmo. Esse reator aqui nem parece que o bagulho faz parte do instituto. Tudo zoado aqui.
We're quite fortunate to have the synths to aid us.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Enjoy your trip to the big city. It's done then? The transmitter has been modified.
Tudo pronto.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Good. Once the reactor is online,
Tá parecendo
we'll cut
Resident
into
Evil,
that broadcast.
os Resident Evil
I'll
antigos.
let you do the honors.
Na mansão tinha uns 80 loads diferentes, cada porta era um bagulho.
After all your effort, the time has finally come to start our reactor. No longer will we be forced to compromise to survive. No more will we need worry about outpacing our resources. My father and I couldn't be more proud of what you have helped us accomplish. And we look forward to achieving even greater things in the future. The Institute is now truly mankind's best hope. Thank you. All of you.
Nem todo mundo é maldoso que nem eu. E cara, os malucos foram embora.
Hello, Father. I hope your time in the Institute has been enjoyable.
Tenha sido agradável. Porra. Ah, fechou a porta ali. Fechou e salvou.
Son.
It's almost hard to believe. After all those years of hard work, here we are. We've arrived. Look what you've made possible.
I did good work, didn't I?
Yes. Yes, you did. There's more work to be done before the Institute's future is guaranteed. The Directorate has convened a meeting about how to proceed. I'm not going to attend. You should be there as director.
Tampa de garrafa. Pera aí, se eu me tornei o chefão daqui, eu roubar do instituto, eu não estaria automaticamente roubando de mim mesmo? Uma carne enlatada que até a caixa já não tá boa. No mínimo ali é pegar ferrugem, comer essa carne aí. Caramba, maluco, do tempo que você saiu, você ainda tá aqui. É foda, mano. Nem andar rápido consegue.
I fix one relay and 2 more start. You know, I love my work, but I love being a father.
This place really is remarkable.
Outro load. Outro load. Eu mereço, viu?
Your presence here is a great gift, not just to Father, but to all of us.
Vai andar de cima.
Couldn't be more
May I be the
pleased
first
with
to
Father's
welcome you,
choice
sir.
for a new director.
We're looking forward to working with you.
Congratulations.
Feliz
I'm happy to be here, Dr. Fillmore. I hope I do the position justice.
I'm sure you will.
Right now, we're all here because it's finally time to stand up for ourselves.
Let's not be dramatic, Justin.
There's
There's nothing dramatic about it. We're in a position to push back, to assert ourselves here. That's what we've talked about all along.
To bring you up to speed, obviously there are groups in the Commonwealth that stand in opposition to the Institute's goals. With the reactor now online, we have the ability to not only expand synth production, but to project power to a much greater degree.
I'm sure the reactor will improve everyone's life. It's a great accomplishment.
Yes, but it's not just that. The Directorate has agreed that steps must be taken to ensure our safety in the long run.
Let's not beat around the bush. The Directorate has agreed that the Brotherhood of Steel needs to be eliminated.
Ainda vai ter uma missão de enfrentar os caras de novo. Tô lascado, eu não vou aguentar enfrentar a Irmandade do Aço.
If this has to happen, we keep the violence to a minimum. We're not out to destroy the Commonwealth.
Of course. It was never the intention to cause more harm than is necessary. As director, it's up to you and how we focus our efforts in achieving this goal. We'd like your input on what direction we should take. Do we increase synth production or focus on weapons development?
Eita. Desenvolvimento de armas ou produção de sintéticos? Ah, me surpreenda.
I'll tell you what. You make the call. Surprise me.
Okay then. I'll come up with something. Thank you very much for your time, sir. That's all we have for the moment. I believe Father wished to speak with you once our meeting concluded.
Being the director of the Institute is a serious commitment. I hope you understand that.
Sério? Eu vim aqui para digitar 3 linhas de texto. Fim da linha. Fale com o pai. Fim da linha tem grande promissor de ser a última missão. Ah, puta caminho.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia is a real menace.
Aí, Evandro, fala, mano. Esse jogo tá ou não tá com load exagerado, cara? Que eu não sei quantos minutos tem, mas em 10 minutos já fiz uns 20 load aqui, cara. Ó pra isso. Eu faço 3 load pra escolher 3 opções. Aí eu volto mais 3 load pra falar com o maluco. Cadê? Ah, se eu tivesse esperado eu tinha encontrado o cara lá em cima.
I assume they made their intentions known? It was difficult for them to reach the decision to engage in open hostility. What about you? You agree with their decision?
É um erro.
I think it's a mistake to lash out at anyone.
It should be clear by now that if we wait, we will be destroyed. Acting
Aí, ó,
swiftly is
17.
the only way to secure our position. You know, Father.
Isso que em menos de 10 minutos, né? Aí, ó, 18.
The depth of your involvement with them has been called into question repeatedly. I'm sure you can guess by whom. The question is, where do you stand with them now? Do you count them amongst your allies?
I can't lie. They are allies.
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I won't ask for details. I'm sure I don't want to know. But these people, with their twisted ideology, they seek to undermine everything the Institute stands for. Surely you can see that.
Não são uma ameaça.
They want freedom for the synths, that's all. They're not a threat to the Institute.
Of course, they claim they're about rights and freedom for synths. But those misguided notions have led to countless acts of violence. Surely you can see that you can no longer work with them. That the time has come to put an end to them, for our sake, for our future.
Ah, o cara vai acabar me fazendo entrar numa guerra de novo.
The railroad leadership needs to be eliminated. I expect a report when it's done.
Olha que filha da puta. Tipo, eu sou o líder do instituto, mas eu não tenho... Mas eu não posso escolher o que eu quero fazer. Tá certo, líder bom esse, viu? Bota aí 19. Aqui na frente, ó, 20. R$21 para chegar lá no QG. Aí, ó, 21. E tá aumentando. Isso em menos de 10 minutos.